Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Sunday, May 7, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Boston Red Sox vs Philadelphia Phillies. The Boston Red Sox extended their winning streak to 7 games following Friday's victory at Citizens Bank Park. After winning 2 out of 3 games against the Cleveland Guardians and sweeping a 4-game set versus the Toronto Blue Jays, the Sox beat the Phillies behind Chris Sale, who fanned 10 through 6 innings of work. The Philadelphia Phillies extended their losing streak to 5 games following Friday's 5-3 defeat to the Red Sox. The reigning MLB vice champions fell to 15-18 on the season, and Zach Wheeler had another bad game, yielding 5 runs, 4 earned, on 7 hits. Philadelphia is allowing 5.18 runs per game, 26th, and over the last 7 days, the Phillies pitching staff has recorded a hideous 9.58 ERA, 1.96 whip, and .339 opposing batting average. Taijuan Walker will take the hill Sunday. He's 2-2 with a bloated 6.91 ERA, 1.60 whip, and 29/17 KBB ratio in 6 starts, 28.2 IP, this season. The 30-year-old righty yielded 8 earned runs on 8 hits and 3 walks across 3.1 frames of work in Philadelphia's 13-4 loss at the Dodgers this past Monday. Until the Red Sox offense slows down a bit, I'm not betting against Boston. It's hard to trust Tanner Houck, for sure, but it's tough to back Taijuan Walker as well. The Phillies' offense has struggled lately, and their bullpen has registered an awful 6.03 ERA in the last 10 days and 31.1 innings of work. On the other side, Boston's bullpen has posted a 2.87 ERA and 3.55 FIP in that span, 31.1 IP2, so give me the Red Sox at the money line odds. Boston has won 14 of its previous 19 games against the NL East. The Red Sox have also won 4 of their last 5 tilts at Citizens Bank Park, excluding the middle game of this series. Take the Boston Red Sox. With Tanner Houck and Taijuan Walker on the bump, I'm not going to overthink the totals. Houck has allowed 13 runs over his last 3 starts, 18 IP, and Walker has surrendered 15 runs through his previous 3 starts, 13.2 IP, so give me the over on the totals. The over is 4-1 in the Red Sox's last 5 games overall and 12-5 in their previous 17 showings away from home. On the other side, 4 of Philadelphia's last 5 games played in May have gone over the total. Our total pick is over 9.5 runs. Toronto Blue Jays vs Pittsburgh Pirates. On Friday night, the Jays limped into Pittsburgh after getting swept in 4 games at Fenway Park to start the week and giving up 32 runs in the process. Overall, they had lost 5 straight games, allowing over 8 runs per game during that stretch. In Game 1 against the Pirates, the Blue Jays rebounded with a 4-0 win after a strong performance from starter Chris Bassitt. On Saturday, the Jays scored 4 in the first and 3 in the fourth and cruised to an 8-2 win to make it 2 straight over the Pirates. The Pirates are facing their first rough patch of the 2023 season after getting swept in Tampa to start the week. The Pirates started this series slowly with a 4-0 loss in Game 1 after being held to just 4 hits, 3 of them singles. In Game 2 on Saturday, the Pirates fell for the 6th straight time in an 8-2 loss to the Jays. The Pirates spotted the Jays a 7-0 lead and managed just 5 hits while striking out 12 times in the loss. I like the Pirates in this spot with a favorable money line. Kikuchi has not lost this season, but his record is a bit deceiving considering he has a hard hit ratio of nearly 50% this year. He has also coughed up 8 home runs on the season, which will not bode well in Pittsburgh's hitter-friendly park. Contreras has been better at home than on the road this season, with 2 quality starts in his 3 turns at home this year. The Pirates are also hitting .278 against left-handed pitching this season. At home, the Pirates have hit 12 home runs on the season, and I expect them to add to that total on Sunday. Take the Pirates. The Pirates will hand the ball to righty Roansy Contreras in the final game of the series. Contreras is 3-2 in 6 starts this season with a 4.09 ERA. He has 3 quality starts thus far and a 7.9 K9 ratio. At home, Contreras is 2-1 in 3 starts, 2 of them quality starts. He has a 4.50 ERA at home and a 9.0 K9 ratio. Contreras has a career low hard hit rate of 36.5, well below his career hard hit average of 43.8%. He will need to keep the Jays off the base paths, which could be an issue with an 11.9 walk percentage thus far on the season. Our total pick is over. Colorado Rockies vs New York Mets. The Rockies are off to an awful start to the season and look poised to finish the year with one of the worst records in baseball. Ryan Feltner has looked strong in recent starts, allowing only 2 runs in his last 3 starts, but has struggled this season, allowing 16 runs in only 30.1 innings pitched. Additionally, with a .254 expected opponent batting average, an 11.4 walk rate, and a 4.41 expected ERA, opponents have been making contact and plating base runners at ease against Feltner this year. The Mets are one of the favorites to win the World Series, but are off to a rough start and playing .500 ball through the first month of the season. Joey Lucchesi has only pitched in 6 games, but is having an awful season on the mound, allowing 7 runs in only 16.1 innings pitched. Moreover, with a 12.8 barrel percentage, a .546 expected opponent slugging percentage, and a 6.26 expected ERA, opponents are making hard contact and crushing the ball off of Lucchesi to easily drive in runs. Ryan Feltner has pitched well in recent games, making it easy to think that the Rockies can win the final game of this series. However, the Mets look to step up at home and control this game across the board. The Mets should constantly drive in runs with Brandon Nimmo, Pete Alonso, and the rest of the lineup making contact and plating base runners against Ryan Feltner and the rest of the Rockies pitchers. The Mets should also limit a Rockies lineup that averages only 4.06 runs per game, with Joey Lucchesi stepping up and pitching multiple strong innings to allow the bullpen to close out the game with a comfortable lead. The Mets should win the game and cover the spread in a decisive win at home. Take the Mets with the run line. Both lineups have been awful this season, and the upcoming game should reflect that with both starting pitchers stepping up and controlling this game. The Rockies should limit a Mets lineup that averages only 4.30 runs per game, with Ryan Feltner stepping up and pitching multiple strong innings. The Mets should eliminate and potentially shut out the Rockies, who have scored only 5 runs in the last 2 games, with Joey Lucchesi pitching multiple scoreless innings with minimal contact and multiple strikeouts, while the bullpen also steps up and pitches eliminates the hapless Rockies lineup. The under should cover in a low-scoring game with both starting pitchers stepping up. Take the under on 9 runs. Minnesota Twins vs Cleveland Guardians. Minnesota is first in the American League Central thanks in a big part to its pitching staff. The Twins have the 3rd best ERA at 3.33 and the 2nd best WHIP at 1.13. Minnesota's starting rotation has 15 quality starts, which is tied for 4th in baseball, and its pitching staff is holding opponents to a batting average of .220, which is the 3rd lowest in baseball. Pablo Lopez is leading Minnesota in strikeouts with 54, and Sonny Gray is the leader ERA for starters with 0.77. Joe Ryan gets the nod on the mound Sunday for Minnesota. This season the right-hander 5-0 with an ERA of 2.37 and 43 strikeouts. The Cleveland Guardians are next to last in team batting average at .224, while last in team slugging percentage at .333. Cleveland is 24th in on-base percentage at .303 and 27th in runs scored with 116. Cleveland is severely lacking in power as 3 players Jose Ramirez, Josh Bell and Josh Naylor have each hit 3 home runs to lead the Guardians. Naylor is the leader in RBI with 18 and Ramirez is second with 17. Cleveland has hit 56 doubles, 5 triples, but only 17 home runs in 32 games. Minnesota has won 11 of its last 15 when playing against a team from the American League Central. Cleveland has struggled of late, losing 7 of its last 9 played at home, 5 of its last 6 overall, and 5 of the last 6 at home, against a team that has a winning record. Minnesota Twins starting pitcher Joe Ryan has had 2 consecutive strong outings, allowing just 8 hits and 1 earned run across 13 innings, including 14 strikeouts and 2 walks. Ryan is 5-0 with a 2.37 ERA. Over his last 2 starts, Cleveland pitcher Cal Quantrill has allowed 14 hits and 7 runs in just 10 innings. The Guardians have lost 4 of the last 5 when facing a right-handed starting pitcher. Our team pick is Minnesota Twins. Minnesota must improve at the plate as the Twins have a .225 team batting average, which is only 28. Minnesota is 25th in on-base percentage at .303 and improves to 16th in slugging percentage at .396. The Twins have scored 149 runs, which is 12th. Byron Buxton has been Minnesota's most productive hitter with team highs in doubles at 7, home runs with 8, and RBI with 19. Trevor Larnach is tied for first in RBI with 19, and Joey Gallo is second in home runs with 7. Minnesota has hit 48 doubles, 6 triples and 43 home runs in 33 games. Our total pick is over.